1 minute. Shall we share screen now? So far we have understood Vardhamana Mahavira. What did he start? He started Jainism. What were the teachings of Jainism? Who's going to tell me? Quickly, teachings of Jainism.
Ma'am,
अभी तो read किया.
No violence.
Ahimsa, yes.
Ahimsa,
Not harming to
caste
nature.
system.
No caste system, yes, no caste system.
No harming animals and living things.
Yes, that is no sacrifices and rituals, okay? And then?
Sacrifices.
Animals and living. Either bugs.
Moksha, rebirth and death. Okay? Rebirth and death. According to him, man's soul is born again and again because of his karma. वो अपनी जिंदगी में क्या करता है, कितनी अच्छे काम करता है, कर्मा. गीता में भी सुना होगा महाभारत के समय, कर्म करते जाओ, फल की चिंता मत करो. डू योर ड्यूटीज, डू योर जॉब, काम करो, कर्म करते जाओ. Okay? All right. ठीक है. But this faith being very famous, at some point of time, people weren't really caught onto it. पता नहीं क्या हुआ? Something went wrong. Put on your headsets. Let's listen to this now.
And decline of Jainism and Buddhism. Spread of Jainism. Jainism was patronized by several kings and some republical kingdoms. It spread in Rajasthan, Western India, Bengal, and Central India. Jain art and architecture flourished. The famous examples of Jain architecture are the Jain temples at Mount Abu and Shravana-Belagola. The religious books of Jains are the Purvas and Angas. The Jains adopted Prakrit, the language of the common people, to teach their doctrines.
What is it? What is the language adopted? Prakrit. Remember, we did this in our last lecture. It's written here in your textbook. Refer to your textbook later, not now.
After the death of Mahavira, his followers were divided into two sects, the Shvetambaras and the Digambaras. The Shvetambaras were white-clad and Digambaras were skin-clad. There are no major differences between the two sects except that Shvetambaras wear white dress and Digambaras do not wear clothes at all, and they lead a life of self-torture. With the passage of time, the popularity of this religion declined mainly because it had to compete itself with both Hinduism and Buddhism. Moreover, there were not many popular Jain preachers after Mahavira, which affected its popularity. Revival of Hinduism was also one of the main causes of decline in its popularity. However, we find that it survives to this day with millions of followers in different parts of India. Spread of Buddhism. Buddhism touched almost every aspect of human life. Buddha followed the middle path of his teaching. He avoided the extreme austerity and penance of Jainism and also the rigid rituals and sacrifices of the Brahmins. Hence, its popularity spread far and wide. It was popular in Sri Lanka, Tibet, China, Myanmar and Thailand. The preachings were in simple language of the people. It enjoyed the patronage of kings like Ashoka and Kanishka. In the cultural field, Buddhism contributed greatly. Many beautiful temples, viharas and chaityas were built. For the first time, life-size statues of Buddha were made and worshipped in India. The Buddhist monks preached in Pali and Prakrit, the common languages of the people. In the first centuries CE, Buddhism became divided into sects, the Mahayana or greater vehicle and the Hinayana or the lesser vehicle. The sacred literature of Buddhists, which contain the teachings of Buddha, are collectively known as Tripitakas, three baskets, written in Pali. Besides, there are commentaries on the sacred texts and the Jataka tales or stories relating to the previous birth of Buddha. Buddhism was popular among large sections of the people. The idea of social equality which it preached found favor especially with the low caste people. Decline of Jainism and Buddhism.
Children, I would appreciate that you pay attention and not keep fiddling with things around. It's not going to help you. We are watching a video, so it is easier for you to understand the topic.
Some of the major causes responsible for the decline of Jainism in India are as follows: lack of royal patronage, lack of efforts, severity of Jainism, unintelligible philosophy, factionalism in Jainism, spread of Buddhism, role of Hindu preachers. Thus, Jainism, which gained momentum, came to a declining stage after the spread of Buddhism. The Hindu preachers put constant problem on the path of the spread of Jainism, so it declined. The decline of Buddhism in India, the land of its birth, occurred for a variety of reasons, such as sectarian conflicts within Buddhism, a loss in public and royal support for Buddhism, socio-political developments, gains by competing Indian religions such as Hinduism and Jainism, and the Islamic invasions of India from Central Asia. Apart from the Himalayas and niche locations, Buddhism was virtually extinct in India by the end of the 19th century.
Okay, cool. All right. How many of you understood what was being said? Okay, then please explain what was being said.
It was being said that how the spread of Jainism and Buddhism happened.
Okay, how did it happen?
And two sects of them are Shvetambaras and Digambaras. The difference
Yes.
between both of them was that Shvetambaras wear white clothes and Digambaras don't wear anything, because Digambaras believed in that in which that they will not harm any animal or any living thing, because if we need clothes, we always have a plant for taking out cotton. So they believed in that. And
Okay, Subhan, would you like to contribute something? Okay, yes. Sorry. Continue, Ranveer.
Vardhamana Mahavira left all his luxuries at the age of 30 and went in the forest for meditation. And he started teaching many of the Jains who lived in the forest. That's it.
Okay. What about Buddhism? And okay, the main point of watching this video was to understand why did this entire faith start decreasing? ऐसा क्यों हुआ कि उनका faith कम होने लगा? Who can tell me about that? Yes, Subhan. Why did this faith start to decrease?
Ma'am, after the death of what is his name?
After the death of who? Yes.
And after the death of Vardhamana Mahavira, people stopped believing in all this. That's how Jainism and Buddhism started decreasing.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Good. Hmm.
A question.
What question?
Buddhism takes the lives of birth and death.
Okay. All right. So one reason for the decline matlab नीचे जाना. One reason for the decline in Jainism is it had very strong
Vardhamana
principles.
Mahavira.
Jainism has very strong principles. How many of you have gone to a restaurant and had Jain dal, Jain pav bhaji, or have you even heard of it?
I've not heard of it.
No?
Jain
Okay.
dal.
Yes. So if you go
Jain
to a
dal.
restaurant and you say Jain dal, okay? उसमें क्या रहेगा? सिर्फ दाल रहेगा. उसमें नमक हल्दी मिला के बहुत ही plain बना के देंगे. Okay? It will not have प्याज, it will not have तड़का, it will not have lasan, nothing. It'll just be plain boiled dal that we will get. That's called Jain dal. Okay. So the way that Jains live their life is very, very strict. They will not. So you have, first of all, you have the difference of Shwetambaras and Digambaras. Today you don't see too many Digambaras around. Do you see? Do you see people not wearing clothes and doing any preaching today? बहुत कम दिखाई देता है. Maybe around the areas of these temples, maybe around the areas of these temples where this particular faith was happening very effectively, वहां पे होता होगा. But once you come towards the city side, you don't see Digambaras around. You might have come across Shwetambaras. How many of you have probably seen Shwetambaras? Have you all seen? Anybody of you have seen? Yeah, Ranvi. Okay, you have also seen.
Dikambara, Dikambara.
And in
Both,
temples,
both,
I have
both.
seen they wear gund. They wear
White. Yes.
gund and come.
Okay.
I've seen
So
both.
बहुत ऐसे आजकल कम दिखाई देते हैं, right? You are not seeing them too much these days. They have very beautiful temples. If you go to Jain temples, they're usually made of marble and they have beautiful carvings. If you have a Jain temple anywhere close to your place, do give it a visit over the weekend. Okay, you will feel it very nice. It'll be very cool inside the temple because it's all made of marble. Ranveer, are you imagining the Jain temple outside? No, no? Ah, okay.
No, I was just
Okay. No, I thought suddenly one Jain temple got created outside of your house and you're looking at
no,
it
no,
and feeling
no,
like that. Oh, okay.
no, no.
Okay. So, when when the leader was not around, the faith that had to be spread around started to reduce. क्यों? क्योंकि वो अब लीडर ही नहीं रहे, तो उसके बारे में उतना स्ट्रॉन्ग ओपिनियन और स्ट्रॉन्ग प्रीचिंग करने के लिए कोई नहीं रहा. So the news wasn't spreading far enough. So the decline started happening. Then the other thing is they are very, very strong in their belief. It's, not very easy to be a Jain. Very strong in their belief. So they have to follow those rules of ahimsa, absolutely eating very, very plain food. You will not be very highly dressed. You will be very plain clothes. ये सब follow करना रहता है उस faith में. Okay, तो वो बहुत सारे लोग strictly नहीं कर पाते हैं. So that also was a reason why the Jainism started to decline. Okay. Now, on that note of decline of Jainism, we will take a break now. Okay. We will take a break now. We'll get ready for your next class. You will be getting homework in
But
history today. Yes, yes, Subhan.
ma'am, I didn't got anything about creative class.
You didn't get anything to be done with creative class. Okay. Right now, we will take a break from history. Okay. I'll send over whatever you need to do for history home assignment. there'll be some research that I want you to do. Okay, I'll send that to you. It'll be cool. It'll be nice. You have to do some research around something to do with Jainism that I'm going to send to you. I'll give you the entire detail and then we will discuss that in the next class. I need your submissions by weekend only. Okay, chalo. Go take a break.